This stage is for underground artists, entrepreneurs, and game changers. The people you see selling CDs out of their trunks, hawking books on the side of the freeway, sacrificing time away from their kids, dumping their savings in their tanks and hitting the road. It's for the weirdos, trendsetters, alternative thinkers redefining the field with their alternative mindsets. Mike's Uncut is a movement. It's about passion, sacrifice, believing in yourself when no one else does. Mike's Uncut is for you. We all know who we are. And now, you will too. Welcome, Peoria. I'm your host, Ahavah Mauré, and this is Mike's Uncut. Our next guest definitely developed her passion at a very young age. Bonding in the kitchen over a hot meal with her mother and grandmother, she quickly learned that the way into people's hearts was through a hot meal. But her interests have far expanded beyond just feeding people, as she has adopted a healthy lifestyles model as her culinary career has progressed. Please help me welcome Chef Loria. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I feel blessed. Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Hi. How does that work? Pigtails in the kitchen. Were you really involved in the cooking process and really soaking up all that wisdom?
I really was. I was like a sponge in the kitchen with my mom and grandma. They always made me come in there. I had to learn everything they was teaching, and but I actually loved it because I love to see how people reacted when they got some of my food.
So your business, originally what you created under Grandma B's,
right?
You started that in 2011.
Yeah.
But you recently became certified as a chef last year out of the Southside Mission Culinary School?
Okay. Culinary Arts Program, yes. I did, and from that point, I just knew that this is where my heart was, and whatever career that I wanted to go with, I knew that I wanted to give back to my community, where I came from, and to help people, whether it was here in Peoria or wherever, but I feel like we're most needed in Peoria.
So you're really passionate about inner city youth, teaching skills beyond some of the cliche things, things that are more practical, home ec things, being able to feed yourself, single parents and teenage parents.
Yeah, what I want to create is, what I have created is a culinary program. You are what you eat. And I want to put this program into the schools, District 150, into the after school programs, not only giving them lessons as far as you can teach your family how to eat healthy and become productive adults. You know, you have to feed your family.
I don't think people realize how much of a skill and need that is, how much of a deficit that is in some teen homes. I mean, just something as simple as being able to feed yourself or prepare a healthy meal.
Yes, and what I've seen a lot in today's world, a lot of people, especially in the youth or parents that's constantly, that works a lot, they don't have time to sit back and cook for their children the healthy way. So they usually take the either quick way out like McDonald's, or they'll go just fix fried chicken. There's ways of fixing fried chicken organically and healthy.
Okay, really?
You see what I'm saying? Without the grease. So basically that's just what I want to do, and I want to keep the obesity, teach them how to keep the obesity down in the homes today. Cooking is not just cooking, it's also a career too. You don't have to always be like a basketball star or a nurse, or not saying those are bad things. Those are great opportunities. But this is also an opportunity too to help you carry on with raising your family and with a career. You can go off and teach classes. You can do all kinds of things as far as in the culinary field.
I hear what you're saying, and I think to expand on that, it is really cliche, you know, when you meet a youth, a young person who is maybe articulate or they're a great writer, and oftentimes if you ask what's your interest, what are you aspiring towards, first thing you hear is rapper. I want to be a rapper. I don't know why I did this because that's basketball, but the first thing you hear is the first thing you hear is when you ask them is I want to be a rapper. But there are so many other things that you can be when you have that, when you're gifted in that capacity. You can be a playwright, or not to say that being a rapper cannot be something that's valued or lucrative, but just expand your thinking and know that there are so many other options out there.
Exactly, and which is true. You can carry on with a great career as far as a culinary arts person, but basically you need to, I won't say you need to, it's healthy to teach an organic way of living to your children, to your grandchildren, and your family. So that is what you're saying. It is a cliche, but that's a cliche that you can, that is up and rising. That's why we have so many cooking shows now. That's how we have so many dessert shows, cookies, candy, stores. I mean, it's all coming from chef cooks like that, so.
Why are you so passionate about lowering the obesity?
Well, it's not that I'm passionate about the obesity. It's about that I'm passionate about saving lives. Because honestly, between the ages of 25 and 35, people just say, I don't care anymore. I've made it, and that's that. I don't care if I'm overweight. I don't care how I look. But that's not it. You should always care how you should always care how you feel about yourself. Right. And if you're eating healthy,
those things are interconnected.
Yes, and if you eat healthy, it makes you feel better. It makes you feel lighter on your feet. You feel energetic, and honestly, it makes you feel happy. But that's how I feel about it.
And I think if it was more of a skill, more affordable, more accessible, that people would be more open to it. But you're right, when you're stressed or you're going somewhere on the run or leaving work, your first thing is to hit that fast food restaurant on the corner, especially if you really don't even know where to start to make that healthy meal.
Yeah, and so basically, let me tell you this. In the culinary field, what I'm trying to do is, I said, like I was touching on base earlier, whether I was a nurse, a doctor, an actor, however, I want to get back to my community. So I would like to open up programs for the underprivileged and the overprivileged and the privileged children to come in, and where I was just like for the community to come together and help me, pay for their utensils, or not even pay for, help me build fundraisers, or at least come out and support. You don't have to help, just come out and support with the youth. Because I put fundraisers on all the time. I go out and I do $1 a day. You can buy a healthy Polish, and you get a water or a sugar-free juice for $1.
What area do you do this?
I do it more so in the east side of town and the south side of town. I just do it just for, to bring the love back in the kids together. That's what I'm trying to do. We trying to put love back in the communities. That's what I believe that we are all here for.
Are you currently accepting donations to help you with these plights?
Yes, I am. I'm looking for donations. I'm looking for anything that can help to get the utensils, the culinary coats, the books, the things to put on the graduations. And yes, that's what I'm trying to do. And because it makes you feel proud when you do something, you cook something, you finish it, and then you graduate from it. There's not a better feeling in the world to be proud of something you've done. So.
And your plans, you have such ambition. It's anyone watching you can see the passion that you have for education and youth. Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah. I was going to ask you, you are currently having conversations with District 150 about introducing your very own actual formal curriculum to the school system.
Yes.
How's that going?
Well, I don't know just yet. I'm sending it off probably in a couple of days. They told me to offer them something, so I did, and I put it together, and I'm going to send it off to them, and hopefully they accept it, because I know that we have the Woodruff program here in Peoria, Illinois. I know that we have that, but we only have that. Which is more like a
trade school.
Yeah, trade school, and we only have that for one school though. Back when I was coming up, we had home ec in each year from 7th, 8th, all the way up through high school. I guess that program has been cut out because it's not there anymore. They only have one. It's 1 million schools around Peoria, Illinois, And there's no way of no one teaching them healthy living. You have to go to Woodruff to learn that.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes everybody doesn't want to be, you know, in that program like that. You know, like they don't have vehicles. You might not have a vehicle to get there. You might not be able. I'm trying to get transportation. I want to deal with the bus, the District 150 buses, so I can make sure the children get home safe, they come safe. You know, they're in my care, so I'm responsible for them. And I want to teach them as well. I want to give what I have and put it into them and see what they can do with the experience.
You have your hands super full. It's really admirable how much you want to enact change in the community, specifically with the youth, equip them with practical skills so that they can have optimum life and health. What other kind of things are you currently involved in?
Well, with God standing by my side, I would love to eventually open up a culinary program school to be able to teach for everyone to come to, for adults, for children, little kids. I want to be able to come in there. I have a curricular activity for each age range, and I would like to teach them that. And I would like to bring in to help out. I would like they have the TANF program for mothers that have cash, you know, and they have to go do work hours. So with my company, okay, if you can't go find a job and you can't do anything, come down here, work for me, and get a teaching, also helping me teach the children as well. So the parent learns, and then they're helping me teach the kids. So it's like it's going on and on and on. It's nonstop.
Absolutely.
You know, like that.
So recently, because you're all over the community, you catered an event for Clyde Gully down at the Get Up Center.
Yes.
How was that?
It actually turned out great, and I had 2 employees that worked with me, and they could not make it, so I had to do the whole thing by myself, cook, decorate, lay it all out. But I've done events for the Black Chamber of Commerce, the NAACP, Duke's Consultants. I've done a lot of catering events for them, because I am a traveling catering company. That's what I do. But I'm trying to evolve into a different upscaled, and I want to own a restaurant. But like I said, my way of giving back, of not only building jobs in the community as far as having a restaurant, a catering company, maybe owning a grocery store later on. That's later on. That's just future reference. But I also want to put jobs in the community for people. So not only do I want to teach, not only do I want people to learn healthy ways of living, I also want to be able to provide jobs back in our community.
So what kind of challenges have you encountered?
Well, I've putting my events together and running like I've been running since this last year. I had lost my vehicle, so like sometimes I had to walk to my events. I had to struggle, but you know, me being a single parent, I'm not gonna let my 2 daughters or my 2 sons see me not make it over because I don't have a vehicle. No, you're stronger than that. You're powerful than that. You got to get out here. You got to get things done.
Exactly.
Because if you don't, like you're gonna fall. And I refuse to fall or let my family fail. So I have to do what I have to do. It's a lot of struggle. It's people up and quit on you, don't show up to events. You have to carry it on by yourself. You have to do it all. You know, you have to pay people. You have to make sure everybody's happy and do everything correctly, because your name is on, your brand is on the line. And I believe in my brand. I believe in me, and I believe in my food. I know that it's good, and I know that I cook healthy. And I would like to eventually get my recipes into books in Barnes and Noble store, or just any kind of store that would like to take in a chef like me and put my books out there, because I just want to save a couple of lives and put back into the community.
Okay, and it seems like that would have a lot of reach. You're talking about bookstores, some coffee shops, some other local artistic small businesses where I think that will really enhance the ambiance.
Yes. So hopefully by the time the end of 2018, Chef Loriá's have been taken off by then.
Okay. From your lips to God's ears.
Yes,
we're going to look for it.
Thank you.
So do I have to wait till the end of 2018 before I can try this sassy strawberry sauce of yours?
No, we can go right now. I'm a chef on the call, baby.
Right now, for real? Because
now.
I can eat. I know I'm small, but trust me.
And I can show you some things in the kitchen.
Okay, well, let's go. So how long is it gonna take the tilapia to finish?
Actually, about a good 15 to 20 minutes because you don't want to cook it all the way through.
Okay.
And we're actually about done. We have the asparagus going on.
I love asparagus.
Yes, and I have them seasoned, lightly seasoned.
Okay.
Just give it a little extra flavor. Let's see how this great fish turned out. Oh. Wow. Wonderful. How's it smell?
Delicious. I like to say I had a part in that.
Actually,
I put a little butter on when you guys weren't looking.
You actually did.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's set this over here.
Is there anything extra that you do after it is finished cooking?
No, you just let it tenderize and then you let it sit for a second and then
Okay.
you plate it wide spoon. So I'm gonna give you a plate of my Mexican corn now.
Okay.
Okay, so what I do is here, here, you dip it in the butter real well. After you dip it real well, you bring it, you sit over here, you brush it.
And that's the organic mayo, did you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Organic mayo, you brush it. You get that on there real good. See, people probably think corn and mayo. No, actually.
I was kind of thinking that.
But it gives it a total different flavor. Once you do that, then you sprinkle on the cottage cheese.
Okay.
Real good.
I hear the fish sizzling. I'm ready for it to come out.
Oh, yes.
Wow, Chef Loriá, this smells fantastic.
Well, thank you. I hope it tastes as well as it looks.
I'm sure it will, and asparagus is my ultimate favorite, so that is where I'm gonna start.
Well, let's dig in.
Oh my goodness, what an explosive taste.
Well, thank you for coming out and enjoy some of this meal with me.
Thank you for having us. And thank you, you guys. Be sure to check her out. There you have it, Chef Loriá. And I'm your host, Ahavah Mauré, and this is Mike's Uncut.